Hello everyone, I'm back to share the storyline of The Love in Your Eyes which just aired last night. At the beginning of this episode, Yoongi had explained that she accidentally met Kyungjun when she was going to eat tteokbokki with Mirine. Eunso cannot believe it. She believed what she wanted to believe. She believed that Yoongi is dating Kyungjun again, and that's the reason Yoongi has not submitted any demands against Sejun. Yoongi once again says that she didn't mean it that way. She explained that she heard a story about Jaehyun which turned out to be behind the death of Dojin. Yoongi wanted to give Sejun a chance to turn himself to the police station. Eun-suk doesn't care about Yoongi's answer. She says that Yoongi is blinded by love and sided with the family that is their enemy. Eun-suk also said that Dojin shouldn't have met Yoongi from the start. Yoongi was the beginning of Dojin and her family misery, and Yoongi was the cause of Dojin's death. If Dojin didn't marry Yoongi, Dojin would still be a doctor without rushing home when Yoongi called him. Yoongi cannot stand this anymore. Yoongi says that she also suffered all this time. She raised Mirine without a father, but how can Eun-suk say that Yoongi is the cause of Dojin's death? Yoongi thought that Kim family had considered her family because they had lived together for 6 years, but in fact Eun-suk always hated Yoongi. If indeed Eun-suk wants Yoongi to go, then Yoongi will go with Mirine. Yoongi can no longer stand being treated harshly by Eun-suk all this time. She gave up. She left Mirine to Haemi for a while, because she would look for a house to live in together with Mirine. Mirine cried and said that she hated her grandmother. Her grandmother scolded her mother. She told about the papers that should have been submitted to the police but had not been submitted by her mother, and her grandmother also said that her mother was the cause of her father's death. Kim Hae-mi realized that this was all because of her request to Yoongi, but the person who told this to Eun-suk was Hwa Kyung. Yoongi tells Kyungjun that the Kim family already knows about the postponement of the lawsuit. Yoongi asks Kyungjun to tell Sejun so that Sejun surrenders himself first before the Kim family submit the lawsuit tomorrow. The next day, Sejun had intended to surrender himself, but Cha Eun-hee came and she pulled Sejun to go with her. Sejun refused. Yoon-hee also met Jang-hoon, Kyungjun, and Lee-jae at the house. Jang-hoon said that Yoon-hee had no right to bring anything from Jang's family. Yoon-hee said what is the reason she doesn't have the right? Sejun is her son and she is the one who makes the family successful. Thanks to her hard work so far, TS Retail has grown rapidly, while Lee Jae is a stupid husband who can only play golf. Even the $30 billion that Yoon-hee took was not enough to replace her hard work so far. Jang-hoon actually knows that the money that Yoon-hee took was not only $30 million. It was only what was seen, and what was not seen was much more than that. And that was enough for Yoon-hee. Jang-hoon also said that Yoon-hee doesn't deserve to be a mother who covers up her son's mistake and kills people to cover up those mistakes. Sejun suffered greatly because of Yoon-hee's action. Yoon-hee said all that she did was for the good of her son. She had to raise her son alone because everyone in the family only cares for Kyungjun, who is blind, as if a blind child is a king. And Yoon-hee also said that Kyungjun is a son who knows no thanks. Kyungjun jailed Yoon-hee after Yoon-hee raised him all this time. Kyungjun cannot bear to hear Yoon-hee talk like that. He answered everything Yoon-hee said. He said, if Yoon-hee really raised him all this time, why did Yoon-hee do that when Kyungjun was little? Yoon-hee is the only person who made Kyungjun blind. Okay everyone, that's the end of episode 110. Thank you for watching my video.